Hey folks, today we're going to take a look at authentic U.S. military surplus Woodland BDU jackets from the early 1980s. Now this is one of our top selling items and we just replenished our supply. Now these Woodland BDU jackets have been boxed up for decades and they do have the seconds stamp on them, which means they're going to have some irregularities. This could be some cosmetic issues, some blemishes, or even some stitching errors. But with all of that in mind, you're still going to get an authentic U.S. military surplus item at a fraction of the cost. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at these Woodland BDU jackets, and then I'm also going to point out a few of the irregularities. Now I do have to be honest, I dug through a lot of these boxes, and it was actually hard for me to find what was wrong with most of these jackets. But I will present a few of them that I did find wrong with it, so just keep in mind when you order these irregular jackets, a lot of the times you're not even going to be able to tell that there's an irregularity. And the errors that you do find with the jacket are usually small enough that it's no big deal. And we're also going to take a look at the brand new Woodland BDUs that are made by Propper. We'll connect them and look at them side by side and see if there's a color difference in the Woodland camouflage. This here is the Propper Woodland BDU jacket as opposed to the military surplus. So let's take a look at our U.S. military surplus jacket from 1982. This is a 40-year-old jacket that has been in storage for a very long time. Now it has all of the features that you would expect from a Woodland jacket from this time period that is made to military specifications. And we'll start here. You can see the size tag. This one here is a medium long. And of course you have the stock number and other information. On the inside of the jacket in our hidden tag is our military style title with coat, combat, camouflage, woodland pattern. And this is a 50-50 nylon cotton blend. And of course it's got the washing instructions. Now once again, this Woodland jacket has all of the features that you would have had if this was issued to you in the 1980s, including 4 pockets, the button up front that is hidden, so once you have the buttons buttoned up the front, you're not going to be able to see them. It has the pin pocket that you can put a pin into. And of course you have the sleeves. You can roll these up and then you can secure them with the button fasteners. Now once again, these jackets are what are called seconds or irregulars, meaning that they could have some blemishes or some cosmetic deficiencies or some problems with stitching. So let's take a look at a few of these jackets and a few of the irregularities that I found. This one here has a little bit of the ink or the camouflage wiped off on the pocket. This jacket here you can see is marked with tape, and there is what looks like to be a little bit of fading or smudging on the left shoulder, but you can barely see it. And then here's another example of an irregularity, and I noticed this one when I was going through it. I didn't think there was anything wrong with it, and then I seen these lines on the back, and then I looked at this jacket here and you can see that there are lines on the back of it, but it is barely noticeable. I mean, only if you look up close are you going to see something like this. If you're wearing this, chances are you're not going to be able to see it. But of course, as I'll state over and over again, with the Woodland BDU jackets, this is authentic United States Army military surplus from 1982 and 1983. And at the price that we're offering these on militaryuniformsupply.com, you're going to get one heck of a deal. But now what I would like to do is I want to compare the contrast of this color camouflage to something that was produced 40 years later, and that is the Propper BDU Woodland trousers. Now the Propper line of Woodland trousers, both in the ripstop or summer weight and the heavy winter weight or the twill, are some of our best sellers on our website. These are brand new and made in the modern era. So taking a look at the Woodland pants, again, these are the twill, and then a jacket that was made 40 years before that, you can see just a little bit of difference in the color or the shades of the camouflage. You can see it in the lighter shades. This is more of a darker tan as opposed to this khaki-er looking tan on the newer product. The black of the surplus is a lot darker than the black of the new Propper. And of course, the greens are a lot more prominent in the older or the United States military issue than they are with the Propper as well. So if you're looking to buy one of these U.S. military jackets from the early 80s and you want to pair with a pair of pants, these will work okay, but they won't be a perfect match. But then again, this is a difference of 40 years. So that's our review of these U.S. military surplus Woodland BDU jackets from the early 1980s. These things are over 40 years old. They've been in storage for decades, but they still look absolutely magnificent. Be sure to look in the description below. I'll put a link where you can pick up one for yourself. So that's all I have for you today. Be sure to leave a comment below and let me know what you think of these jackets. Thank you very much for watching, and on to the next. Heck, they even smell brand new. Wow, I was really expecting them to smell like the 80s. I don't know, pretty cool. There we go. Alright, let's do this.